Hello and welcome to this AFC Champions League Group H Matchday 5 fixture between Zhejiang and Buriram United here from the Huzhou Olympic Sports Centre in Zhejiang. And this game has just taken a sudden importance in Group H. There is another game going on at the moment between the top two sides, Venferet and Melbourne City, currently 3 apiece. Which means it's a great opportunity here for Buriram, if they were to win today, to top the group going into the final round of matches. But we wait on that final score. It's a nice day, 16 degrees, been a bright day here, and it's going to be a nice playing conditions. A little bit of a breeze around the stadium, but either way, 40,000 seats wrapped around this ground should just quell any real problems of a breeze affecting the flight of the football. Well, as I say, the game that is currently going on has massive ramifications on the table. The dream journey of Venferet looked as though it might have been coming down at one stage, but they've managed to haul things back to 3 apiece against Melbourne City, which means those two sides will be locked at the top of the table on 8 points should it stay that way. They are into time added on, which means that Zhejiang also sat at the bottom of the group with just 3 points, and with a victory today and in their final group match would actually be able to muster some 9 points, which wouldn't put them mathematically totally out of the equation should results all go a little bit awry on match day 6, but there is still something for them to play for as well. He's just going through their hugs and making sure that they're all very, very competent, happy with what's going to go on. Andris Jasovic there, just the man that is making sure everybody's up to their task. This is a very interesting game. Obviously, Buriram won the first game between these two sides by 4 goals to 1. That was match day 1. So a certain amount of revenge could be requested by Zhejiang. And we have confirmation now that this game has got some real importance. It's a very tight group anyway, but Melbourne City have drawn 3 apiece away at Venferet, which means those two sides currently have 8 points, joint at the top of the table. That couldn't be any better for the side in white today, Buriram, who could come here today and with a victory they could top the group with those final round of matches to come, where Melbourne will take on Zhejiang and Buriram will take on Venferet at home. So it's all in the melting pot, I should say. And you do have to look at this, where whatever Champions League you look at across the world, sometimes these group games can sort of be wrapped up before the festive period. But this one, yes, it will be wrapped up before the festive period, but it's going to go right to the final wire in this one. And many sides still with a chance to have 3 sides out of 4 still in with a squeak of going through. Leaves no dead rubbers in the group whatsoever. Let's have a quick look at the results for the sides as they've gone through. As I say, match day 1, Zhejiang lost 4-1. Buriram, they also lost 2-1 at home to Melbourne City before beating Venferet 2-0 at home, and then in the reverse they lost 4-1 away at Venferet, whilst Buriram opened up with that win over Zhejiang by 4 goals to 1. Lost the second game against Venferet away by 1-0. What a dream story that is for the Japanese second division side. And of course Buriram, they then lost at home to Melbourne City before that wonderful victory away at Melbourne by 1-0 has left them in a very, very good position. Good atmosphere inside Huzhou Olympic Sports Centre here in Zhejiang. Expectancy. And of course, they are the Thailand side's supporters in today from Buriram. normally in their navy blue kit. Buriram, of course, if you're not aware, are actually affiliated with Borussia Dortmund and Leicester City, which is interesting to see. Music rises around the ground. Zhejiang fans with their flags. And the tune played to stir the souls of the men that are about to play football. Zhejiang in their olive green kit. We want to get something out of today's game. Just need to let that music flow around you, just to let you know the importance. The AFC Champions League, they do it so very, very well. Well, it is the preliminaries as we move towards the team photographs. Those just tuning in, Zhejiang in their olive green, Buriram from Thailand in the all-white away kit for them. A team of officials all from Uzbekistan today. I must just give a nod to our referee, who had on a few games on commentaries, and I've always found him very, very impressive. Tantashev Ilgiz. There we are, let's have a look. Zhao in the back, Yu, Lucas, Liang and Dong. A pretty solid back four. Two holding midfielders in Zhang and Li are always there. Kouassi, Andrijazovic, Cheng in behind the Brazilian Leonardo. That is how they form their lineup today. Buriram looking more for 3-4-2-1 in their way, but let's have a look. There he is, Tantashev Ilgiz, Andrei Sapenko, Timur Gaynulin, fourth official Rustam Lutfulin, and Vieira is by Nasarovos, third halves in the studio in the, I wouldn't say warm, because it's 16 degrees down there at pitch side. It's the two players just going for the photographs. So it's Sivarak in goal, right back is Sasalak, Cools, Minyuk, Tiraton, Pirador, Korsik, Vukic, Sopasai, Dumbuya and Shadayev. So they're tasked with trying to get something out. They will now know, they won't be aware at the moment of the final score and they're the players, but I'm sure it will be communicated at some point for them. And if their manager feels that they need to know to give them more impetus as they start this game, I'm sure he'll get the word out to them pretty quickly. Big moments now. The freedom bit of fun where you just have your warm-ups and just take in the surroundings and the crowd are over. It's all about the business now. Playing surface was really good, in fairness. It's had a good dousing of water before the game. From a commentary perspective, the first 5 or 10 minutes, always good to see exactly who settles into the contest first. Tantashev Ilgiz waits for the countdown. And off we go. Lead to Liang. Lucas with the long ball. And Zhejiang on the attack straight away. It's turned away by Kultz. To the loose ball very quickly. The importance of this game has just gone up a whole notch. The pressure. Just caught the man Doumbia. A bit late there. Totally accidental. As he flicked the ball, Doumbia came from one side, and I think he just caught him on the back of the ankle. Doumbia came across and just a flick on the inside of the right ankle. Not a lot of flesh on the old ankle bone. And that will have just pinged a touch, I would say. Doumbia is up. He's a strong lad. And we're back underway. Lucas. Here we are. Jordi Vinyals. Zhejiang, Spanish coach. Under the watchful eye. Just making sure that his troops settle down to foot on the ball. And his opposite number, Artur Papas, from Greece, with a wonderful Australian accent, I have to say. Near side though, Minyuk, a little bit lazy. Down the line, but follows his intended target. Cheng. Picked up in the middle of the park, and a chance here now for Leonardo, the game player. Saslak goes back and Wheels goes long, but it's a little bit of a wasted ball. First touch of the game for Zhao. Lucas square to Luang. Lee is an option. It's a reasonable press here. That's not a bad ball turn around the corner. Fine. Andrew Jazovic plays it down the line. Andrew Jazovic gets involved again. Certainly looks in these opening 3 minutes as though Zhejiang have settled the better. Gong. Inside there. Zhang, who gives the ball away. That's not a great bit of play there. Super Shai is the target here, but it's not going to get through to him. Again, Liang just back to Zhao. Hasn't got a lot of options here. Lee comes short. Under pressure, real chance here. Turn back across. Doumbia! Oh, he's put it over the top. In fairness to the keeper Zhao, he got out quickly to make it difficult, but Buriram presented with the first chance of the game. Caught in possession, and then as it came across, it's a short one. Yeah, I was quite as happy with his left foot as it would be on his right. But Zhejiang at the moment are struggling to get out of their final third here. They're playing football, or trying to play football, but the press from Buriram are very good. Just a little bit untidy. On. So Shadeyev tries to put pressure on. Dong, thumped away by Liang. It's a little bit aimless, and Tieraton through. Lovely little layoff this time at the top of the park. Shot's going to come in by Super Shy. Blocked on the far side, this time by the legs of Yui. And it's going to be the first corner. And it certainly is the side from Thailand that is taking it to the home side at the moment. We'll look away to his left-hand side. Goal to take the corner. Eased it up. That should be an easy header away. And it is by Leonardo, but the ball goes back towards his goal. Very speculative effort from distance there by Minyuk. Interesting to know, would like to be a fly on the inside of the technical area of Buriram to see if they imparted the knowledge of that earlier fixture and the way it's gone. Which has allowed them to have a little bit of input. Couldn't get round the corner there this time. Corner by Zhejiang. Tiraton, crossfield ball. Likely to be a flag here, and there is, yeah. Super Cheyenne Dumbuya always looked as though they were a fraction offside, although down on this near side, you have to say that Dong could have played them on. You have to wonder sometimes with the white shirts being directly in front of the official on the far side, if he doesn't get that played. A long ball over the top, real break on here by Kouassi. Kouassi gets it to the edge of the box, twisting and turning. Try and get it near side to Leonardo. Looking for that ball through. Minyuk is very quick there, and in the end Tiraton plays it up. Oh no, the break on Shadayev. Can he get onto it? He can. Coming across the cover. Liang. Lucas is there as well. Super Chai. Can he finish? Oh, that's a great block. And just goes up a couple of notches yet again. Korzic is in the box as well. He's the man they're aiming for. Chance for Dumbuya. Oh, 1-0. Oh, it was so easy ultimately. An excellent finish by Vukic, was found by the header of Dumbuya. And here we are in the 8th/9th minute. And Vukic is the man that puts Buriram in front. Just wanders into the boxes. Just a poor clearance. Headed down beautifully by Dumbuya, and just 6 yards out on a swivel. Vukic puts it into the back of the net for 1-0 to Buriram. The ideal start for the side from Thailand. To say it has been coming. Zhejiang were very, very impressive in the first couple of moments, but they never got it out of their area. And that really is a very, very nice finish by Vukic to make it 1-0. Wonderful finish. Lovely header down by Dumbuya. But you have to question Liang's clearance, which went up in the air and not away. Zhejiang 0, Buriram 1. Well, they get bodies forward, that's for sure. You do wonder if that news did filter through just before kick-off. Kouassi goes outside of his man, very easy. Turns it inside. Can Zhejiang get back into it? It's not a bad effort. Not a bad effort indeed. They're trying to get back into it very, very quickly. The shot coming in there from Zhang. Just got a little bit away from him ultimately. Leadership qualities now required for the home side. Booyah. Oh, my word. Zhang's got in there full-blooded and finds the first yellow card of the game. It's a fairly likely challenge on the big man. See it in second and slow motion. It's cumbersome to say the worst there, I think. Zhang is still protesting his innocence, but clumsy, I say clumsy. Lovely word we don't hear too much of nowadays, apart from when things like that happen. Anyway, we're back in the land of the living in terms of football. Zhang's got a card. Booyah has got himself up, dusted himself down. Minyak plays it out far side to Sasalak. Super Chai loses out there, although the free kick has been given. And I tell you what, Zhang has just been yellow carded. And the referee's gone over to have a look at the player on the floor. Well, he's ended up on the toes of Super Shy. It's actually the goal scorer, Vukic. Very difficult to see the numbers on the back. Lifted forward. Vukic tries to get it back, but Kouassi, Lucas, Zhang dwells on the ball, almost gets dispossessed by Sufashai. That's a decent bit of football as well. Dmitry Yazovic keep the ball in play on the far side. Captain, he needs to just pick his side up a bit, needs to just get them together. Zhejiang stung by that early goal from Vukic. Looking effective target man, very strong as the ball comes into his body. As with any effective target man of that stature, it's got to go into his body. It can't go 6 foot to the left or the right. Then it becomes a little bit aimless, so it has to go into his body, so the quality into him's got to be good. Good defensive work by Lucas. Kouassi. Go back to Zhao in the goal. Zhejiang. Ball made by Dong here. Maybe took the wrong option there, but it's easy for Tiraton to get it back to Minyuk, who goes all the way back to Siwarak. Just lift it long to the halfway line. Strong towering header in the middle of the park by Zhao. Real chance for Leonardo. Can he get onto it? Terrific defensive work by Kult. Got his body across and took it away from the Brazilian as he advanced onto it. That's corner of the match now for Zhejiang. What we've got to see from our commentary position looks as though it was a bit more in favour of the Brazilian, but it's a cool bit of work by Kult. Lee with the corner, 15 minutes on the clock. Zhejiang fans in fine voice. Pulls it away from goal. It's a very deep one. Lucas won't get there. And that is a nice bit of work on this near side by Shadeyev. Driving forward. He's going to have to do a lot of work on his own here, but does really well to hold it up. Gets support here from Tiraton. Inside it goes to Korsic. Minyuk. Well, good idea, but Shadeyev on this near side maybe needed to anticipate what Minyuk was going to do. Check. Lee. It's a nice burst of pace to get away from Korsic. He finds Kouassi. Kouassi runs into the strong challenge back there of Sasalak. Fans inside the stadium want a free kick. Free kick has now been given for Lee being a little too over physical on the right back, Sasalak. That's a very good challenge by Sasalak. Just see him pop the foot onto the ball as the lollipop. My eyes deceived me. I don't think he actually got the ball at all, so he may have got away with one there. And I had the benefit of the replay. So how hard would that have been to make a split decision? And done very well, Tantashev Ilyas. Zhejiang strong. Minyuk steps in. Leonardo. So down to Sasalak. Sasalak tries to set. Super shy away, but that's excellent work on the far side by the left back Yu. Gets it back to Liang. Liang down this near side to Dong. Dong looks for the run of Cheng, but that should be easily headed away by Tiraton. Cheng no. Works it back out on this near side to Dong, but there's a crowd of white shirts there. We often talk inside the commentary box about expectations before games and what we anticipate. And a little bit of spice was added to the fixture with that earlier result that they may or may not on the field of play be aware of. But these two sides are serving up a fairly entertaining 17 minutes here. And certainly the away goal has prompted Zhejiang, the home side, to go in search for that equaliser with a little bit more purpose, if that makes sense, and maybe if it was remaining goalless just at the moment. Doumbouya is providing assistance all over the park. Deep in his own half there, but he's still got the physical presence to ward off players getting around his body. Minyuk away in the middle of the park this time. Liang gets it down. Zhang back to Liang. Lucas just inside, receives it. Liang. Again, it's disciplined work here by Buriram, making it very difficult for Zhejiang to try and play through them. To Lucas. Comes in between the two centre halves to try and affect the play. Decent ball up, but again they've just lost out. And Kouassi finds us Shadeyev. Shadeyev now to get away. Can he get the ball into the box? It's not about ball in. Good header away by Lucas. Doumbouya is hanging around behind him. Leonardo. Tiraton. Kouassi goes up and causes a problem for Liang. The captain at the moment for Zhejiang has to be a little bit more influential, you fancy, at the moment. Andriy Yazovic is anonymous. Lee finds a nice pass by his side. Yu picks it up. Outside of him is Kouassi. Kouassi receives it, but it's a bit short and allows Sasalak to get a tackle in. Cheng, Kouassi. Cheng again, looking for a run from deep here. Andriy Yazovic! Oh, how has he missed that? Just moments ago, Andriy Yazovic, I said, needed to get into the game. Takes a lovely position, brings it down, gets inside his man, but just the challenge coming across in the end. But Cools made him snatch at the shot, which went wide of the keeper, Siwarak's left post. Watch this challenge by Kouls. Just put the pressure on. Maybe if you're a Zhejiang fan, you'll need me. Oh, it's a corner. That's a superb block ultimately. Second corner. That is terrific defending by Kouls. Oh, Cheng's inside. Can he find a finish here? Leonardo. First touch a little heavy. Minyuk, no prisoners, fires it away. Oh, and it's just starting to bubble now, isn't it? Zhejiang finding their feet after that early goal on 8 minutes by Vukic. Just setting the tone now for a game we can enjoy. Lira in the corner. Of course, really with defensive art right back to the Stone Age there, which is as far away from my penalty area as possible. We'll be pleased with the reaction since his side went a goal down as well. Brozovic getting involved on the far side. Cheng loses out. Brozovic's ball forward has been taken off the toes. Lee with a fairly expansive ball forward. Just got to say that any youngsters watching our broadcast today, the man in green, the captain, Franco Andrijazovic, stood with his hands on his hips at the top of the penalty area. But any youngsters today, I just sort of said he needed to get in the game, and he has done, but just started to watch the positions he's taking up. He's using the whole of the football pitch. He's finding space. He's popped up on the left and the right now, just dropping in to do his defensive duties now. He's one for the youngsters to look at, because I tell you, he will be difficult to pick up in those little pockets that he's finding. Kozic with the header away. Too much strength shown there by Buriram's players. Shadayev, Tiraton, Kozic, Tiraton, that's a lovely play. Really good work. Lovely feat there by the goal scorer, Vukic. But in the end, he ran into a challenge by Dong. Really, this group bench is going to go down to the final match day fixtures, and it's going to be a very interesting final day. The intrigue will be the result of this game. Remember that Buriram beat Zhejiang 4-1 in the opening group games. Interesting to see that we saw the Spanish head coach of Zhejiang before the game with his translator for the reports before the game, and just made me think about the situation on the touchline where the manager throws a complete tantrum, and then the interpreter has to go over and possibly with totally calm words speak to the fourth official, and maybe doesn't translate the vitriol that might have been, or the anger or the emotion that would have been behind the words actually from the Spanish manager. Well, back here, 25 on the clock. Buriram lead by that goal to nil, scored by Vukic. Putting home a lovely cushion header down by Dumbuya. Lucas goes long, Kouls misses it. Leonardo, can he pick a man out? Drills it in. Minyuk with a header away for a third corner. Minyuk's gone down, holding his ribs and slapping the ground. And yes, there's a little undercurrent here from these two sides at the moment. I can see what they're complaining about, but I don't really see that there's too much in it, as Dong was the man that collided ultimately with the diving Minyuk, who's up and looking back in fine fettle. Leave with the corner. Oh my word, what a big moment that was. Grazed off the head of Lucas, and Leonardo just needed a little bit more stature to bury that in the back of the net. Zhejiang coming on strong here. Lovely corner by Lee. Lucas gets the Grace header, and now look at that. Just needed a little hop up to jump on to get above that one. Leonardo. Open and entertaining game here in the Huzhou Olympic Sports Centre. Buriram. Far side. Super shy. Tries to cross it in, looking for the run from the middle of the park by the goal scorer Vukic, but it's easy for Zhao. To Zhang. Zhang to Lee. Lee to the overlapping fullback Yu. Yu tries to go cross field, but Hughes is in the right place. Buriram. Dispossessed by Lee. Lee clips it across. Leonardo! It's one apiece! Oh, the roof comes off the stadium! And Buriram play a massive part in giving Zhejiang the equaliser on 27. Really was good work. Buriram caught in possession by Lee. It's a lovely chip ball, and Leonardo, well, just buried it past the flinching keeper, I have to say, Siwarak. Well played by Lee. Didn't wait for a whistle. And Leonardo, well, it's a super finish actually. Little cushioned right foot volley past the keeper. What a fine goal that was. We'll just have a little look, no doubt. He still doesn't look up inside of equalised. Those fans are happy, that's for sure. Well, they are going to have a little look at the foul. And there's obviously enough consternation from the man that's doing the VAR, which is Nursarovov for the Doves. I think that could just go the way. Clapped on the back of the heels there from Lee. Isn't it? Yeah. It looks so obvious now, doesn't it? But then again, I often find that when the slow motion pictures are there, I realise that VAR is there for the benefit of getting the right decisions. And I feel that just looking at this, we're getting quite a few replays that you're seeing as well. And you can see that actually there's no contact with Lee and the football. It's the toes of Buriram that puts the ball back in play. The referee signals with the television. No foul. Wonderful there. Full use of technology to get the decision. And we're back in play with a level scoreline. Leonardo with the equaliser. Super Shy loses out Kouassi now. Zhejiang with a little bit of an uplift, a little bit of momentum now. Fair play to Tantashev Ilgiz. Had a long time looking at the monitor. I think it's more about the degree of contact and the reaction of the player maybe that has swayed that verdict against what looked as though there was an ankle tap, but the goal stands, the match is on, the atmosphere is cranked up. Jazovic is the man to keep an eye on, I think, here. Super shy, lovely ball round the corner to the man that just lost the ball. Leonardo. Lee tries to clear. That will be a little bit of a setback for the side from Thailand. Buriram. It'll be a terrific fillip for the home side, Zhejiang. Lucas. Keeps it out there, and there's the man that I'm watching, Andriy Jazovic. Kouas is in behind. Kouls goes across to meet him. Excellent defensive work, but it's pulled back. Oh! Leonardo. Tiraton. Oh, lovely skill. Buriram under a little bit of pressure at the moment. Lee puts it back in. Here's the man, Andriy Jazovic. Excellent defensive work by Minyuk. Oh, a little bit of spice added to the mixture of the AFC Champions League here in Group H. Andriy Jazovic. This time wide. Sivarek's left-hand post. You've got to have all the emotions wrapped up in a football game to produce a spectacle. And this has got everything just at the moment, everything that you need to see. And that is producing a fine, fine spectacle. Lovely work there by Kouassi to get that ball back. For the world, it looked like it was going out. Buriram somewhat jolted in there. March at the start of the game. Leonardo around the corner. Kouls going to have to take command. Does so. Tiraton. Can he play? Super Chai with the header. Doumbouya gets away. Has he fouled his man? No, the answer is. Little overlap here. Shadayev back. Doumbouya. Excellent work by Zhang to tiptoe his way out of his own penalty area. Well, if you're not enjoying this, you're never going to enjoy football. Kozic onto the football now. Lee thought he was fouled. Tiraton. Shadayev. Oh, good skill by Shadayev. Can he finish it? Can he finish it? Good save in the end. Xiao got his legs together just as it looked as though there was going to be a little bit of a nutmeg. Leonardo in a straight shoulder race there with Minyuk, who shows a little too much defensive know-how. Piradol to Sasalak. Minyuk asked for it. This is a great game. Loving every minute of this at the moment, your commentator, that's for sure. Kozic. Tiraton. Doumbouya got a chance here. Can he get it down? Just bounced off awkwardly. He's now got to battle away on the far side with you. It's a real contest. Who's going to take the little edge forward next in this contest? That's the question that I'm asking myself, but I really can't come up with an answer. Excellent work by Vukic. And just far away by Dong. Back forward and the offside flag up. Shy on the far side, just offside or onside. Lovely run this in between the two, beautiful. Pulls inside. Just at the end, the keeper does the wonderful thing and keeps his legs well and truly together as he looks for that little nutmeg. This is not good news. Goal scorer Vukic is down here. After he tried to fire that shot in. It's going to be a substitution. Looks like, again, as I said many times in commentaries over the years, very rarely you'll get a player that goes onto the field of play completely and utterly 100% fit. It looks like Vukic has had a little bit of a problem there with the right ankle, and looks as though his game may well be run, or his race is well and truly run. Just sat down, as you see in the middle of your screen there. They want him back on because he's very much an integral part of their attacking trio. Lee, Dong, there he is again. Andriy Yazovic just popping up this time on the right. Change is made. And that is a bit of a blow for Buriram. And he is down the centre this time, Andriy Yazovic. Got across his man there, calls. Just couldn't quite catch it on a half volley as well as he wanted. He is the man that could be the catalyst for a lot of things. He's got the freedom of the city from Zhejiang in that respect. Super shy. Overlap comes from Sasalak, but it's a little too long. It could be quite a blow to lose in this match. We're into the 38th minute. Now, Buriram is moved a little further forward to accommodate that substitution. Good play through the centre this time. Mike Harvey is the man that has replaced Vukic. Good work again. Andriy Yazovic to Kouassi. Andriy Yazovic just running out of room. Good work there by Minyuk, and the keeper just came out and made him take a quicker touch than maybe he would like to have. The art of defence is often something that's not, doesn't get the, what's the word I'm looking for, the praise it should do. That was just good work there. Tiraton, Korzic. Ooh, that was a big, strong challenge. And Korzic is down. Papas. Yeah, it's a little bit of a disdainful throw there. If we look at the line of the ball, we may wonder if Liang got enough of it, but he did get a piece of it. Good spot there by Tantashev Ilgiz. Lucas with the long ball forward. Leonardo trying to come in behind Tiraton. At the moment, Buriram look unsettled. The substitution, the equaliser. CHN has picked up a little bit of momentum here in this game. Cheng loses out. Super Shite tries to get away. I'm not sure if I'm feeling a little bit of spice beneath the surface between these two protagonists today. But there's a little bit of bite about the game. Put it all there on Zhang. Leonardo. Gets it back. Launch long for Kouassi. Sasalek beaten in the air. Cools tied us up. Super shy back to Minyuk. Should have done. It's a lovely ball up to the feet of Doumbouya. A very good player at the top of the park, but Korzic has got to do the Andrijazovic role and just start pulling those strings a little better to allow Shadayev and Super Shy, who are flanking Doumbouya, to get involved. Kouassi now. Look at that. Andrijazovic finds space again. Edge of the box. Cheng brings it down. Tries the overlapping pass, but Tiraton does well, and Shadayev was back there as well to snuff out any real danger. A lovely tackle there by Doumbouya. Real chance here. Korzic has got to pick the right pass. Super shy. Can't spin on it. Allows you to come away with the ball. Good tackle that time by Sasalak. Super shy back in possession of the football. Doumbouya will have gone offside. Lucas, as cool as you like. Picks a pass out to Cheng. Cheng wants Kouassi, who finds Kouassi. Cools goes to meet him. That's a... wow. The crowd not happy with that decision of waving play on by Tantashev Ilgiz. It's a fairly lively game here, I have to say. And I doff my cap to Tantashev Ilgiz, our referee. He's certainly letting the game flow. 43rd minute. Don't really want the first half to finish, if I'm honest with you. Lucas, Lee the target. Well, he found him. Just rolls it back off the instep and finds Dong. Liang. Dong. Andrijazovic with a lovely little cushioned header beyond him to Kouassi. Kouassi tries to cross it in. He's going to get a second attempt at it as well. Cheng supporting. Zhang. Who wants half-time? I'll tell you who wants half-time. I'm afraid that Arthur Papas and his Buriram United side want half-time. Zhang's a bit lively with the challenge there. The referee's seen nothing untoward. Rolled in, Kouassi pulls it back, Leonardo, good save! Oh, Andrijazovic is hauled by the shirt as well by Tiraton. Wow. Was slightly behind him. Whether he'd have actually got onto it, I don't know. But I saw the blue under jumper of Andrijazovic's body armour, so to speak. The booze going up inside the ground. Minyuk's down. That's Leonardo as well on the far side. There's a little bit of nous and guile with the Kouassi there, got it back, and Leonardo and Minyuk were the two that had it coming together, but wasn't that a clever touch by Leonardo? And that's 6 of one and half a dozen of another there. Again, Andrijazovic just gets himself into an area at the back post. I'm watching a replay. It glanced up while the cheers have gone up. Zhejiang are asking, what a Bit of a gaggle of players down there. I completely missed that by looking at my notes. Hopefully get a replay on this, but it's all very lively down on the touchline. You glance down at your notes, just check a few things, and before you know it, everybody's deciding to push each other around on the touchline. There's Buriram fans and the Zhejiang fans. I just tell you, the undercurrent, the little bubbly nature of this game is it's just that, whether you're a neutral or whether you are emotionally attached to either two of these sides, it's just that little undercurrent, that little sort of anything can happen in the next half hour, to quote a famous phrase from my childhood, that just suddenly makes you think, well, I can't take my eyes off this. This is the first goal by Vukic, who's subsequently been substituted after injuring himself. Doumbouya with the header down. It's a fine finish. They worked that really well. The equaliser coming. And Lee dispossessed Piradol, and that's a lovely clipped ball in. And Leonardo, well, as a Brazilian, on his right side, on his instep, on the volley, always going to end up in one place, which was the back of the net. Well, Tantashev Ilgiz, I think, needs eyes like a housefly at the moment, 30,000 of them, because it's there's been some fairly lively challenges going in. No quarters being asked or given on the field of play, and he's doing a fine job of making sure that any fervour and anger and hot around the collaredness, if there's such a word, is just being quelled before it gets out of hand. Just trying to see exactly what's going on. It's always nice when everybody wants to have a chat. You know, you can't beat the art of conversation. Too many times we're on our telephones. But now you can actually do it face to face here between Zhejiang and Buriram on the touchline. Dong has got a yellow card, so therefore he misses the next match. Still haven't got sort of clarity on exactly what happened. Just sort of having a little look now. Tiraton is holding his nose there. Gentleman in the red jumper there, holding the football. Probably thinking, I think everybody needs a little spell sitting down, just to enjoy their 15-minute break, a slice of orange and a cup of tea. Maybe they'll come out in the mood to resolve this in a more calm manner. You know that's not going to happen, so you better stick around for the second half. 9 additional minutes to be played at the end of the first half. When I said I didn't want the first half to end, I didn't. Anyway, let's get on with it again. Sasalak, chested down by Yu. Guasi under pressure, deep in his own half. Kosic. Doumbouya, just ushered off the ball by Liang. And a shot fully from 30 yards. Never really troubling Zhao. Just at the moment, get the feeling from Buriram players that they feel they're not actually getting the. It's just, yeah, I can see why Kosic is not happy with that. Just get the feeling at the moment that Buriram feel that they're getting the wrong side of 50-50 decisions. In fairness for the referee, you really do need to have the eyes of a housefly. You've got to have eyes everywhere here. It's those little after run-throughs that are just starting to creep in, and with the pace of the game as well, you really do need eyes Okay, how's fly or a chameleon? One going one way and the other. Great bit of work, superb work, great save by Zhao. Well, Zhao came out and really got Zhang completely out of trouble there, because Piradol tracked, then the dwelling, and then look at that, he got the shot in. A great strong right arm by Zhao. Keeps Zhejiang on level terms. If it goes to Zhao, not a great deal to do. In fairness, both keepers have been beaten once, but they haven't been sort of asked to get into action all the time. It's just been a real war of attrition between these two sides, both going at it hammer and tongs. Kouassi this time on the breakthrough. Oh, he's upended that. It's a cheap free kick by Sasalak to give away late on here in the first half. And if you ever want to know what the fans can do, you've only got to listen to that reaction inside the Peugeot Olympic Sports Centre to that free kick. Up went the tempo, up went the crowd's noise, up went the atmosphere inside the stadium, and suddenly Buriram are facing the fans on the perimeter of the pitch as well. Well, we're into the 7th minute of 9 to be added on at the end of the first period. Been a thoroughly entertaining first half so far. Yu with the free kick, runs over, squared back to Lee. Lee dinks it, looking near side for Lucas. Big header away, Buriram clear their lines. Lee back to Liang. Liang under pressure. Good pace this time. Some long by Zhao. Minyuk gets himself back in the right position. Minyuk. Should I have not the best touch, but he's kept it in possession of Buriram. Korzic, should I have no. Taking on Cheng. Done really well. Chris Waddle-esque, if you remember Chris Waddle, very languid. Korzic takes over. Overlapping run comes here from Tiraton. Dumbuya got enough on it, but it was finally cleared by Liang. Korzic, can he find the pass? He can. Piradol. Super shy. Stands it up. It's a lovely looking ball. But unfortunately, the Gagler heads for Buriram with all green shirts. What an entertaining game this is. This corner's going to come in the final of the 9th, minimum to be added on. They should let this happen. Calls to take it. Referee is just checking something. Here comes the corner. Sasalak is in front, but they'll go for a short one. It is into the feet of Sasalak. Kuls. Tiraton stands it up. Header at the back. It's into the back of the net. Flag goes up though. Korzic was the man that buried the header. When it first went in, there was a hesitancy in my commentary because I thought Dumbuya was offside. But in fairness, I think there was two of them there as this is lifted in. And it is actually a very good finish, but Korzic wasn't well and truly offside. Well, we move towards the end of this first 55 minutes, and it's been entertaining on a different scale with what has been a terrific first half of football. Zhao is the man that's waiting to take this offside. Hell of a header there from Korzic to put it in from there, wasn't it? Yes, my tongue is firmly in my cheek there. I think there's a few yards maybe purchased by the goalkeeper Zhao there. Well, VAR they're shouting for Buriram fans. And there is a delay at the moment going on. Artu Papas fairly moved on the touchline. The referee signalled by the pointing to the air that there is a check of sorts going on. But they've gone through it thoroughly, and the free kick for the offside is taken by Zhao. As we move heavily on into time added on here, Sasalak. Here's the lines. Super shy. Harding doing that there. And the referee has said that the end of this extended period in the first 45 is indeed over. And we've had a very, very good 45 as well. Zhejiang started brightly, but it was the visitors, Buriram, that got the first goal. Lovely setup, not cleared by the Zhejiang defence. Cushioned header down by Dumbuya. Found Vukic just on the edge of the 6-yard box, and he just swiveled and fired it in for 1-0. That lead lasted around about 20 minutes before Lee dispossessed, and this was the worrying thing. Dispossessed Biradol and clipped a beautiful ball in which Leonardo, the centre forward, volleyed home. But at the break here at the Huzhou Olympic Sports Centre, it's Zhejiang 1, Buriram 1. Hello and welcome back to what has been an absolutely enthralling first 45 minutes here in the AFC Champions League Group H Matchday 5 game between Zhejiang of China and Buriram United of Thailand. It's one apiece at the break, and the first half was pretty much full on. And when you look at the table, you'll know exactly why. Let's have a little talk about this at the moment. Currently topping the table, Venferet with 8 points and Melbourne City with 8 points. Buriram have got 6 points, and if they were to win this, could go to 9. But if Zhejiang were to win this, then there would be 2 on 8 and 2 on 6 points. That's how clinical, or how pivotal, I think the word is, that this game is. And Zhejiang know that 3 points here and it all goes into those final round of matches. Well, Melbourne City take on Zhejiang and Buriram take on Venferet. That is the big one in early December. Those games have to have some purpose on. And from really only 3 sides looking at one stage as though they had a chasing pack at the top spot in Group H, this could turn into a 4-way scrap going into the final weekend. Pivotal, massive, one apiece, 45-minute game here, really now, on match day 5 between these two. And Buriram, who took the lead with a Vukic goal on 8 minutes. And Vukic has subsequently gone off, and he was looking a very entertaining player. Saw that levelled when Leonardo got a volley from Lee Cross after a VAR check, a lengthy VAR check, which went the way of the attacking side to level things up. The home side fans there are in fine voice inside this 40,000 capacity stadium here at the Huzhou Olympic Sports Centre, and they could be the 12th man for the home side as we approach this second 45. Buriram, well, victors in match day 1 by 4 goals to 1 against Zhejiang. They will be looking to replicate that in the second half. But it is so close. It is so close that I'm afraid let's just let the magic unfold. Buriram take the second half kick-off, and it's going to be Tiraton to come forward. Lucas with a header away. Guasi can't get it down. Saslak needs options. He's given it straight to Guasi. Not the greatest way to start. Yu goes over. Saslak goes over. 2 bodies down. The referee and their assistants and everybody else from Uzbekistan here. The referee in charge, Tatishev Ilgiz, assisted by Andrei Sapenko and Timur Gaynulin. They are the assistants on either side of the pitch. 4th official is Rustam Lutfulin, and VAR is controlled by Nosaravov Ferdavs. Now, who is going to put their stamp on the game? And it has ebbed and flowed so beautifully for the watching fans of a game of football. It has those little talking points that you can all sit down with a cup of coffee or a glass of water and analyse as best as you can. Yeah, with the clearance. Arthur Papas down that, wandering up and down the technical areas. Salah gets it to Dumbuya, couldn't control it. Falls with the control back to Minyuk. Sivanek lead with a header down. There's a little spectre hanging over Buriram, I'm going to tell. There's a man that I've been watching intently through this game. Just flits around like a free spirit. And it's Andrei Yazevic. It could be the most telling point for the home side, Zhejiang. Cheng. Andrijazovic uses that, and it's going to be Tiratun to put it back to his own keeper. Sivarek. Bouya tries to work hard, but Liang will find Lucas. Kwasi supported here by Yu. Lucas, there's no doubt that the loss of Vukic in the first half for Buriram changed a little bit of their dynamics of their front three. This is a good break on the far side. Dong tried to get forward. Minyuk was more interested, you fancy, tried to stop Andrijazovic get to the ball than actually play the ball. Super shy. And Sasalak up to Doumbouya. I think the flag may go up for this once he looked as though he was a fraction offside. It's actually gone for a kick for handball. Kozic. Shadayev. Kozic in behind. Got a couple in there. It's not a bad ball in view. Doesn't really get the ball away. And Dong on the far side just clears his lines. Got a yellow card late on in the first half, Dong. This is the next match as well. Tiraton gets a second chance. Piradol. Shidayev. Dangerous. Good defensive work by Cheng this time. Didn't want to be fooled by the lollipop legs there of Shidayev. Watched the ball and won the ball. That's a poor touch by Maikami. And now here he is. Andrijazovic to Kwasi. Lee. Zhang. Plays it in, good header away. Doumbouya hasn't got a lot of help here. Shidayev makes the angle. Kozic. For the crossfield ball, but it's going to be Zhao to play it out to Lucas now, and Lucas will set things going. What I like about both of these sides, and it sounds very, very silly to say such a thing, maybe churlish, is that they look forward. I've had some games where sides believe that going sideways from side to side and retaining possession is the way forward, but these two sides, because they know the sensitivity of the table situation, they are both looking to go forward. And when I say sensitivity, they, a victory here for Zhejiang could put them right back in the mix again, with a chance of still going through. Possibly improbable, but they have a chance, and they'll have given themselves a massive chance. Buriram too know that a victory today gives them every opportunity. A draw is possibly the one result that Zhejiang don't need. And a mistake by either player on any side is something that nobody wants here. Piradol. Shidayev now. A little bit of alarm here, bells ringing. Dong faced by Shidayev. Shidayev's twisting him inside and out, but a second twist just allowed Dong to get his body across the ball. Zhao quickly dispenses it. Leonardo breaks onto the ball, tracked by Kulz. Gonna get some support from Kwasi. Again, top of your picture, just drifting at the back post as Leonardo comes in. And they'll go this time. Shidayev now driving forward. Taking on Dong. Dong's got his hands cut out. Shidayev, oh, deflection. Didn't see a lot of the football in the first half, should I have? But when he did, he had those twinkling toes. Zhejiang, group stages in 2011. Got through the playoffs in this year's competition. And wanted to win in the group stage again. Buriram. Furthest they've ever gone is the round of 16. Corner about to be swung in. Oh, Dumbuya! Oh, what a save that is! As the ball came out to Mike Amy. Of course, it says he was being held. Zhao with a superb stop. Really was instinctive. Mikami with a shot. Another, oh, we've got to play it down now on the penalty spot. Yu thinks he's been caught with an errant piece of body. One apiece, quite correctly there. Too long, Leonardo should come away with it. Okay. Held back by Minyuk. Who has got the bravery to take this game by the skin of his teeth now, as Cools almost turns into trouble. Booyah. It's a nice bit of skill, but the flick falls for Lee. Kouassi wants to run behind. Cools will clear these lines. The point in this game for Buriram, they will gladly accept. Kouassi, Andrijasevic, Zhang, Dong, Andrijasevic, popping up in those areas. Sasalek tracks him. Zhang. Yu, decent ball in, big header away by Kuls. Dumbuya gets it out to Shadayev. And all of a sudden, Dong's got the man with the languid stride and the skills to test him now. Shadayev stands it up, maybe too long. Korsic is at the back, headed away by Yu on this near side. Mikami, Sasalek, Cools. Minyuk, Buriram looking quite composed at the start of this second 45. Korsic. Just taking the wind out of the sails, you think of Zhejiang, and Shadayev's got in behind here. Can he pick a right ball this time again? Dong's in front. Good block by Dong. The referee should have stopped that as it came off his body, I feel, but it's going to be clipped in by Korsic. Good header away by Liang this time. Flag goes up for offside anyway. That's from offside or onside. Try forward here. The smell of blood in his nostrils there as the fullback got forward, Ute, and just found himself getting caught between what to do or not. And again, falling into a little area where I would say that Buriram want it, which is just to flatten the expectancy of the crowd and to make Zhejiang just work a little harder in trying to get the ball forward. Cools with the clearance. Sasalek wants to foul, but he isn't going to get one. Lucas Liang, Cheng Dong, Zhejiang enjoying a spell on the football now. Yu Guasi, here he is again. Andriy Yazovic, Lee on the underlapping run. Can he get into the box? Just thwarted ultimately by a lot of white shirts. The strength from the centre half being shown there. Sasalek, super shy. Sasalek with the clearance. Zhejiang was a bit of a threat on that far side, but they need Buriram to get the ball to him. Likewise, Andriy Yazovic on the ball now is somebody that needs to be more and more influential for the home side. Zhejiang. Lee, Leonardo with the breakthrough. Is the flag going to go up at any point here? Yes, it does now. 30 regulation minutes to be left in this game, plus time to be added on, but there will be a little bit of nerves now from both sides. Bouya with the head up, but Lucas will just turn it back to Zhao. Both of your coaches as well now, because as the final third of the 90 minutes is upon both coaches now, and with the magnitude of what a win or a draw could do for either of these sides in a game that is as close as this, who goes to the bench, who goes to the options on the bench to see if they can change things around without losing the grip in the game that is currently there. It's a big call at the moment. Andriy Yazovic gets away from calls. He's done really well, and he has a little nibble. Andriy Yazovic there, didn't like that last bit. Gets a yellow card for his reaction. Shavilgiz. 1, 2. That's a lazy challenge, you have to say, by Cools. And pulls the arm, steps across, and then I'll have a little nibble down the side of the boot. And I can understand the frustration, but we all know retaliation is not way forward. It is becoming nervous if you are one of these emotionally tied sides. Bouya with a header out. Great bit of work actually in the end there by Tiratun. Shadeyev now. Tiratun outside of him. Korzic. Super shy. Gets the ball in the box. Not a bad looking ball in as well. Played by Lucas. about your defenders is, right, I'm going to go and head this away. I'm going to take charge of the situation. It's in that area where I'm not sure my keeper's going to come out, so I'm going to make the decision for him. Corner. Sheraton. It is that big moment in the game. Somebody could step up to the plate here. Sheraton to deliver. It's not a bad ball in. Strong header away at the front post by Anthony Jazovic. That's going to be offside, I think, for Sufashai. Indeed it is. This is far too close to call between these two here. Sheraton gets away this time from Cheng. Receives it back this time from Pirodol. Oh, that's a silly one. That is a very, very silly one, that is. Yeah, there's a little bit of retribution you fancy there from Cheng. Thought he should have had a foul moments ago. Didn't get one. Players dancing on yellow cards now for Zhejiang. Cheng, Andrei Jazovic, Zhang and Dong. Sheraton with the free kick. Deep, headed down and away actually in the end by Kozic. Kouassi, oh, he's got away lovely from Sasalak. Minyuk comes to greet him. Great work by Kouassi. Can he pull it back? And that's your centre forward. That's what it means there. Doff your hat to Doumbouya, the centre forward that gets back on his own dead ball line to block that cross. Bit of a coming together in the middle, mate, with Yang. Zhang wanted a free kick, but the referee said, you know, you're both fighting for the same ground. Lee with the corner. 66 on the clock. Take it away. Doumbouya got the yellow card there. Doumbouya with a header away. Cheng gets it down. Sets it back. Liang. Lucas. Andrei Jazovic. Dong, can he find the cross? First touch was a little heavy, but it's in there. Oh, what a save! What a save that is! Yes, and he falls to the floor. Zhang thought he'd scored. Gets high up with his cross, and that is a very, very good save. Down to his left by Siwarak. Inviting cross. Zhang thought he'd done enough. Leonardo with a quaint finish, but you won't need to look at that 3 or 4 times to know that ball was a good yard and a half offside. What a save by that man in your picture. Lee and Cheng. Cheng takes it first time. Head away by Kozic. Oh, that's a naughty one. Substitute. Kiami gets a yellow card now. with the full back. Well, to use that wonderful phrase, he got there when he could, didn't he? But it's a dangerous area here. And if you're a Buriram fan, you don't want to be giving away cheap possession or free kicks in the range of penalty area. If you're a Zhejiang fan, you'll be thinking we've got to make the most of this. Lucas and Lee stand over it. Lucas, always on the rise. Every second that drifts away will be a second you fancy ebbing away from Zhejiang's hopes of pushing qualification into the final round of matches. And every second that ebbs away will fill the shirts of the Buriram players with hopes of a point. Leonardo starting from an offside position, but Tiraton gets there first and does well to play it as the Brazilian. But do you think it's going to be 1-1 at the end of the match, having seen the first 70 minutes? The answer to that from your commentator is no. Which no doubt will mean yes. And a very loose touch. Again, all of a sudden it's the pressure being exerted by the home side. Buriram, who tried to quell the Zhejiang swell of confidence in the first part of the half, is suddenly finding itself being pushed back into their final third. Lee with a corner. Into the front post. Big header away by Korzic. Lee again to put it back in again. Decent angle this time. Right across the face. Leonardo with a header. Nobody there. And Cools with the time to play it out to Tiraton, whose expansive flick was read by Lee. Lee's got a chance to put it back in there. Tiraton gets back. One moment there from that man in your picture. Tiraton literally didn't need to make that big flick. Wrapped up in it in the Buriram end. Ball back into the box again. Leonardo. Korzic just gets it out of his penalty area. Kouassi, sorry. Zhejiang. Gets it back. Andriy Savage puts it in. Excellent hands by Siwarak. Shirayev gets away again. And at the other end, Andriy Savage gets it back. This is ebbing away. Leonardo tries to get in behind. Sasalak clears, but not well enough. And first real mistake by Andriy Yazovic, but it's going to be picked up as well by Zhejiang. Don't go anywhere. Lucas on the ball now. Kouassi steps inside two. That's too easy by Buriram to let him forward. Kouassi flies it in, save, back post, Leonardo, swing and a miss. Oh! His eyes lit up. What a big moment in the game that was. Really was. The swing and a miss. I'm not so sure that Minyuk really could have fell over from that deftest of touches from Leonardo, but he will be very, very upset that it didn't connect. Well, the changes will start to come. It looks as though it's going to be Pinanaga Tapu to come on. First real tactical change in the game. As I say, Vukic will for an injury. Umbuya gets it back to Sasalak. Tidy feet in the middle of the park by Mike Army. Third one by Kools. Bit of Doll working hard, super shy as well. Terrific strength there by Liang to get it forward, but just getting a little scrappy. Doumbouya goes up on this near side. Shadayev has got a lot of space if somebody's got the confidence to get it across field. Kozic. Threading the eye of a needle there. It's Kools, the centre forward, centre half that's right forward there. Yeah, Piradol goes up. And the young man with 25 on his shirt, Minagatapu, comes on. Kouassi in behind here. Still holding on to the football. Yu break down the line. Stands the ball up. Back to goal. It's a good save. Ultimately, it's Cheng that's got a shot in. To be saved. Cheng took it down nicely. Little deflection off the shins of Min-Yuk as well. Lee with the corner. He gets a chance to put it back in again. Out of the way by Mike Army. Good work, Leonardo. Oh, it's going to be two. It is two. Zhejiang take the lead, and I told you it is Andriy Yazovic that turns it in on 76 to put the home side in front. Good work. Ultimately, Leonardo thrashes it across the face of goal, and he's drifted all the way. He's almost like a spectre. He's just loitered around like a spirit for this Zhejiang side. Andriy Yazovic. And there he is again in space, in the penalty area, just outside the 6-yard box. And Zhejiang take the lead by 2-1. And that throws a different complexion yet again on the game, as the home side come from a goal down to lead by 2-1, and there has been a sense of inevitability in the last 10 minutes where Zhejiang have started to get closer and exert more pressure. What have Buriram got in the locker now? Been very impressed with his ability today, Andriy Yazovic. He literally has just drifted. He's popped up just about anywhere he's wanted to. He's been given the freedom of the pitch by his manager, who is Jordi Vinyales Martori, and it really has paid off there. He's been involved in a lot of the stuff that has gone on. And when you think about the ability just to pop up left, centre, midfield, back, he's always involved, and he's one of those canny players, as I said, any youngsters that watch who just find space. Good space as well, you know, not just any space, good space. And when he's got the ball in at his feet, he's very, very, very comfortable. Well, Wang is about to come on. This is a big moment as well. Wang is going to come on to replace the right back Dong. Not a different change. It's a change that has happened before. Right, Buriram. If you have any pretensions of qualifying, you now need to show your resolve in the final 11 and a bit regulation minutes. Dumbuya heads it on. It'll be interesting to see now if Zhejiang concede ground, but at the moment they're not. Kouassi, Leonardo with a curl up. Oh, he saw what he was trying to do. It's right in the melting pot now. If this result stays as it is, we'll have Ventforet and Melbourne City on 8 points, Buriram and Zhejiang on 6 points, going into the final round of matches, which are Melbourne versus Zhejiang. And a victory there for Zhejiang would take them above Melbourne City. So that's how close it would become. And the final game is Buriram versus Ventforet. It could be all change. So nice to have a group that literally is going to be heading into the final match day with permutations aplenty. Well, I actually believe that I am going to be on duty for Melbourne City versus Zhejiang. Zhao with this free kick. The propensity of sides that take the lead late on in the games is they start to concede ground and just start it to drop off. And that's when the away side has a chance here. Oh, decent bit of work by Cools. Leonardo thought he was being wrapped around. I think I don't need to describe the pictures there. Jorge Vinyals Martori is also wanting a little bit more. Who'd be a manager, really? Who would be a manager? Cools is there with the arm. I don't know. I'd be disappointed if... Oh, Cools again with one on Lee. And Buriram are now just teetering on a little bit of self-destruction here in and around their own penalty area. It's a foul, all right. It's a foul all day long. Go back to being a manager. You do all your work, you prep, your attacks, your strengths, your weaknesses, what to do with the ball, what to do without the ball. But the moment they stand over the line, you have got absolutely no recourse with those players whatsoever. It's how the ball falls and the position of the ball at the time. Free kick though. Zhejiang could actually put this game to bed, you fancy, with one here. Lee. Shot goes in by Kouassi. Super shy with the clearance first off. Still there battling again. Lee gets it down. Bit of culture. Flicks it into the box. Back post. Andrijasevic is 3-1, and it is going to be game over, you fancy here. Lucas with the goal. And again, Andrijasevic found Lucas on the edge of the box. And Zhejiang 3-1 up now against Buriram in 83 minutes. It's a good strike. Here again, look, Andrijasevic sets it back in the centre half with a snapshot. And it's low into the bottom corner. Buriram, I think we'll know now that the game is up in this 90 minutes. Zhejiang a goal down at one stage. Well, it has been a centre half that wraps it in. And yes, Andrijasevic, who was the bottom of that human mound, has played a pivotal role in setting up that goal. Wang Yang coming on to replace Cheng. But really, final match day fixtures now. Well, if it stays away, I'm looking, as I say, 2 sides on 8 points, 2 sides on 6 points going into the final games. Any permutation is available. Korzic, super shy. He's trying to go forward. It's just drifted away from Buriram as the game's gone on. Korzic caught late there. And remember that Dong, the right back, will be missing in the final game against Melbourne City. Zhang got a yellow card early in the first half. Sort of Papas. Wants his side to hit back quickly. Decent ball in. Lovely skill as well. Until the final effort, and ultimately Supon really didn't get his foot around the ball enough. And there is breathing space for Zhejiang in this game, and it has been so thoroughly entertaining. They have to go a long way than the final match day 6 in Group H, to get the same sort of excitement that you're going to get. Supon with the ball forward. Wang gets back to atone for his errors. And you fancy that it was Vucic, when he went off injured, that had a large amount of impact on the Buriram performance midway through the first half. Scorer of the first goal, he looked very good and linked things up well. Shireev, Dumbuya and Vucic up front were very, very much all in the roost until that injury, which I think was a knock that was being carried. Oh, there's a chance here. Dumbuya, can he get one? He can! What a finish that is! Hold on! I think you're right. I think your commentator was a little bit previous. It's a mistake, but it's certainly well. What is that player doing so far back to you? Dumbuya, though, has finished with an absolute rattle into the top corner. My word. As I spoke to a manager before, I said to him, why didn't you shut up shop for the last 5? He said, because it could be 10 minutes added on at the end of these games. We're into the final regulation 3 minutes. And there could indeed be time to be added on at the end of this one. That will be an enormous fillip for Buriram. It will be an absolute moment of horror for Zhejiang. And now he's going through every emotion there, isn't he? The comfort of sitting on a nice 2-goal lead to a beautiful Diego Maradona-esque moment there from Tiratun. Oh, that's not the greatest clearance. Kouassi. Zhang, Kouassi again. Zhang goes on the underlap. Tries to drag it back. Bumbuya calls the centre half. He's done well to keep that in play. Tiratun is popping up everywhere now. Liang with a big cross. Oh, I have to say that Liang, I'm a little bit perplexed there, because it was just a coming together which Liang has well and truly seen a little bit of red mist there. Right, nothing's happening there. He runs back and bumps into him, and then all of a sudden it's like, I'm going to take out my ire on you, sir. Shadeyev. Little layoff now. Tiratun. Shadeyev is a danger. Himself into a little tangle there, but still the pressure will be kept up by the visitors. Sasalak. Tiratun. Wang hacks it away. Ball into the box. Dumbuya with the header. Oh, he's hit the crossbar, I think. Zhao's got it covered. That's clever keeping by Zhao. Not sure if it was the keeper's gloves or the crossbar. The palms of his gloves are white. The crossbar's white too. And I'm of a certain age where I've not had enough carrots. There we go. Minimum of 5 to be added on now at the end of the 90. Shadeyev. Wang. Thou shalt not pass. Sasalak. Oh, it's turned away from his own goal by Wang Yang. I call him Wang Yang because there are another people. James is coming on, and he is going to replace Sasalak now. Corner. Tiratun. Dumbuya. Minyuk thought about it. Kouassi said, I'm not thinking about it, I'm just going to crack it away. 4 minutes left of what has been an absolutely enthralling game, and just sets up this final match day in Group H. And as I said to you, all of a sudden Zhejiang have gone into defensive mode, although Lee wanted to run it down the line. He's lost possession on the far side. And you know that there's not going to be much in terms of... Goal is going on now for Kouassi. This is just a case of trying to run down some seconds. What a game this has been. And the setup. If you're a comedian, you set up the gag and then go for the punchline. Well, the punchline's going to be match day 6 for this group. The setup has been in this game today. The earlier game between Melbourne City and Van Forret ended in a draw, 6-goal thriller. but the permutations have just been expanded by this game here inside the Zhejiang Olympic Centre. Kovacic tries to win it lead, clips it forward. The green shirts there. CHN played in this time by Cruz. It's going to be another corner, and you can just sense the anxiety. Zhang put that behind for the corner. 94 taken quickly. CHN with a call in it. Doumbouya gets the header on it. Shadayev couldn't redirect it. Whichever way you dress it up. If you are of the AFC Champions League hierarchy, I suggest very much that you wrap this game up. Give it to your marketing personnel, because this game has given us everything that's been required. This group has given you everything that you require. Because the marketing boys will just pop this in front of people and the sponsors will come flooding in, I'm telling you. A great advert this has been today. It's had all the little subplots and twists and turns. Suarek goes long. Helped on. Caught under the ball somewhat there by Yang. Is there one more twist to the plot here? Kovacic runs into Lee. Referee says play on. The ball slipped in. Supershai won't get there. Zhao should fall on it now. Indeed he does. And then gets a little bit of contact, which I'm sure everybody in the world would do. Yeah. You obviously you've given him every opportunity there, Supershai. And he paid the price for it, I'm afraid. Supershai gets himself a yellow card. Well, he's not a happy man, but he will believe that the game span on the loss of Vukic, the goal scorer, early on in the first half. To the wire it goes. We're into the 96th minute. Down to our referee, Tantashev Ilgiz, who's had a job and a half to do today, in fairness. It's been a little bit niggly. There is the final whistle. And that, I have to say, in the story of the match and in the story of the group, really does set things off on running. We now have two sides on 8 points in Venforet and Melbourne City. Buriram and Zhejiang, after this victory today for Zhejiang, are both on 6. That sets it up that everybody's got everything to play for in match day 6 when Melbourne take on Zhejiang and Buriram take on Venforet. But today's game has been an absolute cracker, which has seen, well, it's all getting a little bit unnecessary down below. I'd love to sum the game up here. We've got players down. There's been that little stingy underbelly in this game, which has added spice, and it really is now becoming completely unnecessary. I'm just going to tell you that the first goal was scored by Vukic for Buriram on 8 minutes when Doumbouya's header was cushioned down to him for 1-0. When Vukic went off, Leonardo's volley from a Lee cross, when there was a VAR for a foul, made it 1-1 before step up the man to keep an eye on. Andriy Yazovic then fired in after a Leonardo cross on 76 for 2-1. That became 3-1 when Lucas was set up by Andriy Yazovic for 3-1 before Doumbouya got onto a mistake from you to make it 3-2 and make the last few minutes rather pulsating. But here, as we look at our referee Tantashev Ilgiz, who has had to work incredibly hard in this game, at the Huzhou Olympic Sports Centre. It has been an absolutely enthralling, tempestuous, niggly, fantastic Group H game. Match day 6 awaits, and I tell you what, it's finished here inside this stadium. Zhejiang 3, Buriram United 2.
请您总结一下今晚的比赛。
Resumen de este juego.
Creo que fue un partido muy difícil. Ellos tienen un buen equipo, pero nosotros hacemos todo lo que podíamos acá. Sabíamos que la única forma de ir a la próxima ronda era ganar hoy. Entonces creo que hacemos de todo para ganar, ¿sabes?
非常艰难的比赛，我们全队上下一次齐心协力，也是很顽强，然后逆转比分，取得这场比赛胜利，所有人非常努力。
第二个问题，下一场比赛之前，浙江队要取得些哪些改进
¿Qué aspecto podemos mejorar para el próximo juego?
No, creo que hoy creamos muchas oportunidades y tenemos que mejorar esto, yo creo, para el próximo juego ahí en Australia, porque estamos a crear muchas oportunidades y hoy nosotros fallamos algunas ocasiones. Entonces, para el próximo partido hacer esto, hacer de todo para las oportunidades que tener, marcar.
今天其实我们获得很多机会，然后下场比赛我们还是应该继续这样踢，我们要更多的抓住禁区内的机会。其实今天我们有更多得分机会，这点我们禁区内要改进。
Without you, my friend.